Hello and welcome
ahead,
to
George.
Flourish Horseman O'Clock. This is your host. I'm mutes during that. Did they even hear my joke?
I think as you said special guest, it came up.
Well, Chris is your host. I'm your special guest.
I was going to let it go, but I couldn't.
You might know me from such shows as Shooting the Shelf, Purple Gang Gang.
We're just going to start with that. So you were on Shooting the Shelf, just shelve it. And I was sent something, and I would like to play that for everyone. We're just going to start off the show with
Before you play it,
go for it.
I made it very clear that I would only be on if they did not let you butt in to be on the show. He tried his hardest. He got in the show, basically. All right, let's see. What do we got?
Okay.
Straight Poop with a $2 super chat. I want to taste the Double G toys too.
I think he wants to taste the Gaspar sausage. I'm hoping that's what he means.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm nervous. Providing a presence to fight anyone that would try to put those sausages in or around their mouth just says a lot.
Saying 90% of the stuff that you say is nonsense and then 10% is truth, everybody will overlook the 10% truth.
Chris is my favorite colleague ever, and D13 Toys is an amazing company to work with. Chris is my hero, my Captain America.
I think he's full of shit.
If this is just like a pod race scenario, I'm all for it.
Who knows when it's coming?
From the Straight Poop. PSA, don't forget D13 Toy Sale live right now. George.
Fuck me, fuck you. Yeah. Long live His Majesty King George Gaspar, Sausage King of New Jersey. Purple heart, hot dog, purple heart, hot dog, purple heart. He always brings the taste of victory. Hit Double G Toys for some awesome toys. Are those hot dog tickets?
Yeah, that's definitely getting clipped by PGG.
George Gaspar sausage is the girthiest around. Spicy and delicious, the best that can be found. Put them in around your mouth, you'll see. George Gaspar sausage is the taste of victory. Girthy sausages pack a spicy flair. One bite and you'll be floating on air. Juicy and bold with every single bite. George Gaspar sausages, day or night.
Insane.
The fact that I haven't learned that dance yet is a travesty.
You got residuals from that, though, right? Can you do that dance?
I by next Legion's Con, I will be doing that dance. That is my goal. I need to find that jacket, but that is my goal.
My knees hurt watching it.
I think I could do it. I'm gonna have to get a choreographer to help me learn this dance.
So that was a great.
That was out of context. Nope, that was all in context. That's exactly how it was said. All of it was meant that way.
That was a perfect condensed version of Just Shelve It, so you guys don't have to watch it now.
Or go watch it.
Or
anyway.
go watch it.
Go watch it
Okay.
anyway.
Fine. I have Gaspars in my fridge. Gonna have them with eggs this weekend. Oops, there you go.
In and around his mouth.
How am I the one that likes to show the ratings? Oh, that was good. So yeah, thanks for the stunning endorsement, George. I appreciate it.
Well, I mean,
Wasn't paid for at all.
Everything that was said is truth.
All right, so we're doing our DCON review now, which is late because why? Because we had to do our Legion's Con review, which we couldn't do the week after Legion's Con because we were at DCON.
Right.
So
we're a week behind.
Yes, so it's still 4-ish. Matt Stein says, "Well, that's a pretty shirt."
Oh, would you look at that? I needed a smiling face during my colonoscopy today, so I decided to wear this one.
You weren't just thinking about me and my smiling face?
That's post colonoscopy.
Oh, so somebody said, I want to get back to this real quick because I thought it was awesome. Who was it? Kirby. He said, I heard they're going to anoint Chris as the resident priest of DesignerCon, making him the D13 DCON deacon.
Decon D13 Decon Deacon.
So I'm down with that. So today's gonna be a very long show. Prepare to watch for about 2 hours.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
So
We didn't even talk about Legion's Con for 2 hours. But to be fair, this is your first decon, so it's going to be a lot of like new insight for you.
I feel like we were like under a real time crunch on it last week, though. Too.
We did. We had something was
going on.
Well, first, before we get into any of that stuff, go buy the
D13 sale at D13toys.com.
Go to Source Wars and click on store, and go get yourself a Ghost of Christmas Past. Those are up. The sale is on. Are they still available right now?
Yeah, they're still available. All ones are sold out.
All ends are out, but you can pick and choose your things. Do they still have our pins still up, or
I thought they were.
Let's go live and see.
Can you buy them
we
individually?
Still have the pin. No, we're sold out of the pin, but we have the mug.
Okay.
And the card 10-pack.
By the way, the mug is not microwave safe.
Yes, I talked about that last week.
It is metallic and shiny, and
Metallic
it will blow up your microwave.
Because there's metals in the paint.
Yes, it is real metal paint.
Do not.
It is a ceramic mug with real metal paint.
Do not.
All those people that hated the metal mug, I gotcha. Back to ceramic, we included some metal just so you couldn't microwave.
Yes, do not. Oh, Len LaGuardia, you're back already. He was just here for a wonderful visit. He's already home watching the show.
I never see.
So yes, do not microwave it, as we discussed on Saturday. Saturday when we had our Figure Obscura special episode.
You know, I've been on 2 Legions related podcasts outside of our own, 2 that have invited me. And both of them are sponsored by Wolfgang, but he doesn't sponsor this one. What's going on with that? I'm kidding, Diego. There's no sponsors on this show.
Well, except for Gaspar
Sausages.
That one is they don't know they're sponsoring it though.
Just think of all that free advertising they're getting every week.
Actually, we're probably sponsoring them at this point.
When will we get a Tim and Eric Crimbus special Figure Obscure?
Oh, I don't know that one. I'm gonna have to look that up. I know who Tim and Eric are. I don't know what Crimbus.
Oh my
I don't know
goodness.
Crimbus though.
I would rather a Rats Off teal one.
Rats off to you? Is that a Tim and Eric guy? I never really was a Tim and Eric guy.
Yeah.
Never saw too much of that.
You were always a George guy.
Yeah, more of a George.
Yeah.
Wasn't a Tim and Eric.
Kirby says, please enlighten us. What other things should we not microwave? Are gremlins microwavable?
I have it on good authority that they are not. They will explode also. If you have a gremlin and our mug, don't put either of them in the microwave. Both will explode.
Mogwai as well. They're kind of.
I'm actually curious to see what would happen if you put the mug in the microwave, but don't blame us if you do it. If you do it though, record it and send it in because I want to see what it does.
You know what? I mean, more than likely, usually if there's metal in there, doesn't it mostly just kind of spark and conduct it?
Yeah, it saps. Like if you put tinfoil in there, it'll just like does it.
Yeah, but
You ever
don't,
put a CD in there?
No. Why would I do that?
You know those like AOL CDs you used to get all the time in the mail back in the old days?
Oh, yeah.
So I used to put those in the microwave. If you put them in like just seconds, like you go in like lightning just like shoots through them.
Oh my god.
It's cool.
Oh my
Don't
god.
do it.
It's cool. Don't do it.
I was experimenting only and it was like
You were young.
The
and
year
like,
started with 19.
yeah, don't do it. I'm not telling you to do it, but it would make cool lightning things.
Fabian, I cannot tell you how much you need to savor the dragon, at least because I'm still working on it. So please give me time. It is a process that I've been working on for months already, and it will take a little while longer. So please be patient. We will let you know as soon as we know. Trust us. We want you to buy it at a reasonable price, so we're doing the best we can.
I thought we were just going to keep it secret for the rest of our lives. That wasn't the case.
I imagine a dragon will be $200 to $300. What world do you live in? I wish that would be awesome, but yes, it's a big dragon, and it's a lot of parts, and a lot of tooling, and a lot of painting, and a lot of shipping, and a lot of
The
everything.
dragons that are this big at Barnes and Noble are like $35,
And they don't even move.
and
Yeah,
they're just
they'll
a
be
solid
jacked.
PVC thing.
Yeah.
And you think our dragons would be $200? Crazy.
Uh,
You're crazy.
You know what?
All right, so go buy Figure Obscura.
Uh-huh.
We've done our business. Now let's do some real talk.
All right. Speaking of crazy, though, there's one more thing that I had thrown into my mailbox that I have to share.
Long after their toys have been tossed aside, relegated as antiques, yielding to those with modern articulation, their passion, their heat, their love will transcend all time. Open your eyes.
I'm flying.
Hello, Chris.
This is where it has to happen, and this is where it has to happen. I love you. You complete me. And I just had...
Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello.
Chris is my favorite colleague ever, and D13 Toys is an amazing company to work with. Chris is my hero, my Captain America.
The prisoner wishes to say a word. D13!
Did we lose the audio on that? Because I
lost
really
the audience on that.
we only heard it. Yeah, see, look, it's the silence that makes it
Should
poignant.
have looked how many viewers we had before that video started.
That was bizarre. I see.
Oh my god!
Now, I will say, and I mistake on me. I didn't want to watch these because I wanted to be surprised as to what they were. Surprise! So I guess we'll have to find out what the audio actually was later.
Did he say the audio got screwed up?
I don't.
Because that's the way the scene plays out, isn't it? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
As long as it's long and awkward, I'm fine with it.
All right. So let's get to.
Figure Obscura, go buy it.
Yep.
All plug for that.
While that is still available, you know what's not available is those amazing silver wings from my Hanukkah Angel that fit perfectly, coincidentally, on to the Ghost of Christmas Past that Dork Lair shared with everyone, and it is a thing of beauty.
Now, do those wings actually plug in, or
They
fit,
do.
or like
They do. I didn't think they did. I asked Bill. He was like, "Yeah, if it's perfect." I was like, "All right, cool." Works for me.
That's a happy accident.
Yeah, no kidding.
Look at that. The one time you're not doing your job, and it
Yeah.
works out perfectly.
Okay. Yeah, it was weird because actually when that video was running, it was saying up here, which I've never seen before, like connection issue. But I'm looking down here and it's perfectly fine. So I don't know what happened.
Whatever. It
Yeah.
was perfect
Okay.
in my book.
Don't forget to get your Toys for Tots spots. Deadline is 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. We're almost at 8K raise. Wow, very nice. Good job, Cullen and Toy Culprits. Awesome. Okay, so what do you want to do? Show and tell first.
Yeah. Made stuff out of the bags. Yeah. So first two things I got, 2 prints. I very rarely buy prints these days
Yeah.
because I just don't have any walls. Like my
Any
wall
more
space,
walls?
my wall space is already done.
Yeah.
So walls are at a premium.
Yep.
So I generally don't get them. And plus, like normally at DCON, I would be fine buying prints because I would just drive home. Now that I live in New Jersey and DCON is now in Vegas, it is a tougher experience to buy things and get it home.
Right.
But I took a chance, and luckily they made them home safe. I got 2 prints. One here by Tim Barron. This is the Las Vegas Doom in the Desert. And then over here by Das Frank, which is the Electric Mayhem Circle Jerks style animal.
They're both awesome.
I just couldn't pass them up. There's no way I could pass these 2 things up. They just like were screaming my name.
George. Kind of like Patrick. George.
See, if you had that locked and loaded, if we were on a different show, that would play right there.
George.
Yeah, they were screaming my name. I had to get them.
Rob said, "How do you not have ceilings in your house?"
I'm not in college. I cannot put posters on the ceiling. My wife will not allow that. Yeah, that's not allowed.
Only if they were framed and mounted.
Yeah, no, well, they're framed. I don't think she'd let me mount things to the ceiling.
I hope they clip that. I hope they clip that. Jordan Van, clip it.
I feel like if you could fill the entire ceiling in one shot, that's
like without her knowing, like while she's out for like chop right.
If it makes sense with the room, you know.
Yeah, I could put it maybe in my own studio, but I don't think she'd let me do it upstairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, these 2 were just too gorgeous to pass up. And they've been rolled up in my office until just about 15, 20 minutes before the show. And I put them in these frames so we could show them off here on the show. And I don't regret them at all. Normally I buy stuff and I immediately regret it when I get back home. But I do not regret either of these. They are just
cool. You got number 9 out of 100 on that one.
Oh, I didn't even know they were numbered.
Yeah. Right there.
This one's signed. I don't know if it's numbered though.
Yeah. Unless it's like hidden. I don't see anything.
Yeah, they're just
that's cool.
Just so nice. Like I can't say enough good things. And both artists are really great dudes. I've known Das Frank for many years now.
Is the background the same as the real Circuit Jerks, or is that also?
No, it's just a bunch of punk flyers.
So, but I mean, he
probably put all that together. Yeah. I mean, they're probably real flyers that he probably got somewhere and put them all in together.
That's
Bad Brains, Dead Kennedys, Corrosion Conformity, DRI. Yeah, it's a lot of good bands on that lineup in the back.
Awesome.
But yeah, so Tim I had never met until this show actually, and he was there and we got to meet him. He's a totally nice dude, really great artist. He does some stuff for what's that figure goes with Count Draco and the Knuckle Duster? It's the it was the skateboards the ones that Super 7 released for what's his name. Oh, man, I'm terrible at names and I hate it, but somebody don't know. But he did the artwork for that guy's independent toy, which was really cool. And then he worked with Super 7 after that to do a bunch of stuff with them. But he's a skateboard graphic artist, and his
Astro Zombies,
pretty incredible.
Hey, Scott Cherry. Hey, Scott Cherry's here.
Scott Cherry's
What's
watching.
up?
Barbarian Rage.
What's up? Everybody go support Barbarian Rage.
Scott, what's the dude's Knuckle Duster toy? The other one.
Quite guy said, "Can you say Knuckle Duster again?" And you said it. So funny. Good timing.
What's the Count Draco? What's the alternate dude? It's not Astro Zombies. It's the other. It's the guy that looks like Darth Vader, but he's got an orange body and a.
Oh, got
Star Killer?
Phantom Starkiller.
Yeah,
that's the one I was trying to think of. He did the packaging art for that thing, and it's good. He's really. I've admired his work for a while now, and then got to meet him, which was really cool. And then he had this Vegas-y, related piece, Phantom Starkiller. Thanks, Scott.
Awesome. Yes, Jeff, I'm gonna try.
Speaking of Barbarian Rage, let's pull this out first.
Oh, snap! Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you had that
back.
Snap back. I ain't no snap back, girl.
Scott, unfortunately, I have to put it on the very last
giant noggin George.
Because my head is too big.
It looks good though.
It still looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna find some way to keep that shut. But yeah, if you want these hats, go over to barbarianrage.com. Pick one up. He's also got pins of this logo, and he's got vinyls.
It's funny. I was just looking at the
like this one right here.
Oh, ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, let's open that up.
Oh man,
take a look at that piece of beauty.
I like that. Did he just kind of spray it at an angle?
I don't know.
'Cause
It's on there. Ask him.
That's so cool. Scott, did you? how
There's like a
how
little
freaking
backer
dope
card
is that?
that's
Oh,
like
that's
behind
yeah,
it.
that's so cool. That is dope. Yeah, it looks like, because I actually did the same thing with some of the bases where I have the base like that and only spray it in an angle, and it gives this beautiful
Cool
effect.
glow to it,
Yeah, it's really cool.
So go to barbarianrage.com.
Hell yeah. That's freaking. Oh, dude. Wait, is that inside? Oh, that is
It's awesome,
freaking
right?
cool as hell. Look at the
Yeah.
eyeball in there. Oh, I don't know if you can see it too well on here, but
Go to
dang,
his website and look at it. You can see stuff. You can see the pictures
That's
are even better.
so
on there.
cool. It almost looks like the Visionaries.
It's a total hologram looking thing in there, but it's a
Dang.
little dude in there.
I love all his stuff. He is a genius and talented. Yeah, sprayed at an angle. I love it. It's so cool.
Yeah, they're
Oh, the spine and the
bunch
back,
of
too.
different
Damn.
bunch of different paint jobs. So you can go pick out your favorite.
That is freaking cool.
Yeah, this is.
What would that run?
I have no idea, Scott. How much do these cost? Yeah, these are.
It brings me immense pleasure to even be able to chat with guys that are so talented,
Well, it's also cool when people do their own thing.
Yeah.
Like they're not like this isn't Darth Vader,
right?
In his version. This
Right.
is like his own character. He's got his own comic book,
Which is awesome.
It's his whole world he's creating, the Barbarian Rage world, and like it's great to see like someone just putting their own stuff out there and creating new brands. It's like that's the way to do it.
That one's 100. He has some for less though. And Scott does a spot on Norm Macdonald impression that I will never get tired of. Never.
That's true. And he's probably going to be at ZolaCon, I would imagine,
good.
right? Like you coming to
I
Zola?
forgot.
He was at Zola last year.
Yep, that's where I met him the first time.
So you can get some of these in person if you're one of our local viewers.
Hell yeah.
All right, what else we got? So Scott also participated in the Valiant Night custom show that we had at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to pull up those?
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to
pictures?
just start at the beginning of the pictures or go to that?
Just go to that.
Okay.
And we'll just go through that real quick. I got that in here. All right, wait, one back.
Let's
There
start
we go,
there.
yeah.
All right, let me see if I can do this the right way again. Share. So we'll share window, which should be that
Oh, nice.
one. Let's see if that works. Diego, how does this look on your screen? Can
Yeah,
you
that
see
should be right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so there you go. So this was we had a.
See if I could. Ooh, I can zoom too. Oh, even better.
Well, I've got close-ups of all these in there.
Okay, cool.
So I'll go back to that. So that's just a quick shot of what we set up. It was a Valiant Night custom art show. We had 12 artists involved. All of the artists are DCON people. They're all like. So if you're wondering like why didn't you ask me? It's because I was just getting a couple of the DCON guys. These are guys who I've been friends with for a long time, and I called them all out of retirement to do another custom show because none of these guys, all these guys are past custom shows at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I
one last job.
I asked them to come back in for one more.
Just when I thought I was out, George pulled me back in.
They all graciously said yes, and showed up strong with some customs. And it was kind of neat because this is, we're so used to seeing the customs that guys in our Legions community do, which are incredible, but they're a different kind of custom. Like this was like a different breed in a way. And I wanted to see what guys who didn't have any idea about our toys would do. Because none of these guys are like collectors of our stuff. They don't know Legion's line. I gave them a figure and said, here, do something with this.
Right.
Scott was one that took it to a different direction. Scott texted me and goes, Scott, I'm going to tell this story. I hope you're all right with it. He goes, hey, is it all right if I didn't do anything to the night? And I was like, well, it is a Valiant Night. Go to the next image. I was like, it is a Valiant Night custom show. Oh, you went wrong.
Shut up.
And so he built this whole display diorama, like D&D themed, like head on the wall. And I was like, well, can you at least put some green on the arm? Like it's like radiating off the thing, or it's like he's being corroded by it or something. And he writes back in like 10 minutes. He's like, how about this? I was like, perfect. At least you did something to the figure. But I mean, that head, I got to say, was instantly recognizable by everyone that walked up. They were like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like, anybody that knew what they were looking at, like was super impressed with it. They all loved it. So it was it worked perfectly as like what it needed.
What's
to
the
be.
head from? Like
It's a
World
D&D thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Temple
okay.
of Elemental Evil.
There you
Okay.
go.
So, like, when it showed up in the office and it was in your office, like, I was walking by, I'm like, holy crap, that's the head from.
Yeah, so it was instantly recognizable by the people that cared about
Cool.
it. Yeah, very cool. So if anyone
Tomb of Horrors.
Tomb of Horrors, there you go. If
That's
anyone's
good.
looking to get this, contact Scott Cherry. It is
Mhm.
available through him.
Mm-hmm.
He has it back, and I don't know what he's doing, if he's selling it or if he's hopefully going to mold it and make castings of it, because people would buy that probably.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's available from Scott now. If anyone's looking. Next one, we'll talk about Deviant Knights real quick.
Yeah, Kirby said, "Love that you got Dr. A. I have an unreleased track by Professor Elemental all about the Mectorians. I don't think it wound up on an album."
Oh, cool. That's amazing.
Next one. Was that Brandon?
Yeah, that was Brandon. He is Creature Bazaar. You can find him at Blitzkrieg Toys or Creature Bazaar. That was his custom.
Mm-hmm.
2 giant balls. This is Christopher Ulrich. He did not only did he do the figure, but then he did a giant painting in the background for it. Painted it on one of the Monkey King outer wraps.
The wraparound.
And then not only did he do that painting that you see there, but he also did a painting on the back of 4 horsemen riding through the apocalypse. So like he kind of went like insane with it.
Did it in 2 days.
No, I'm sure it didn't take 2 days. But
Yeah.
he's an incredible painter. Usually his paintings are like that would normally be like a 6 foot by 10 foot painting or something like that. And for him to work small like I love seeing anything he paints. It's incredible.
I would love to. I would have loved to have seen him working on it, just because of how small everything is in there, and just to see him using like these small brushes to see all this detail.
Before I moved out here to Jersey, I shared a studio with him. He graciously let me use a room in his studio, and just to go in and see him, working. There was, when we first got in there, was a blank house. When we left, every wall was painted.
Insane.
The floor, the ceiling. I mean, every surface was covered in art of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And he also had on the wall, the big painting he was working on was an entire wall. He stretched a canvas, to the wall, and then was painting it. And then at some point he changed it, rolled that one up and did another one on it, and was like, so I think I got him to see him working on these 2 giant like wall size.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was incredible. He's an incredible artist. You can go to artist Christopher Ulrich for that one. And check out his work.
Anybody get their Godzilla vs. Jesus playset? People keep sending me all this, like especially a lot of the retro gimmick stuff. Somebody sent me like a Jesus versus Santa. I was like, all right, I need that in my life.
Nice.
That was crazy.
Kwong Lee's a photographer, and he's also an amazing artist himself. He's also part of Creature Bazaar, and he also has, I think it's Kwong Photos a la Kwong. I think is the at Photos a la Kwong is his Instagram. Well, we're gonna have a post about all this stuff on our site eventually, as soon as I get my stuff together, and send it over to Jeremy. So at some point we'll have all this. We'll have links, but you can go to our Instagram and find the post, and it's got links to everybody's stuff.
Yeah, it has everybody's link on there.
Yeah, Kwong's. That thing was amazing. Those 3 guys.
Everybody loved the mushrooms.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of that part.
That's so cool.
Yeah, living tree in a knight armor.
Yeah, and then
really
some skeleton parts in there, like an arm and a foot and a. I think there's something else. So crazy.
This is Healy made.
Oh, yeah, right.
Utilized one of his vinyl heads and incorporated into the figure. Just really stunning. His paintwork's always really so clean and perfect too. It's really good.
So I'm just gonna hold on a second.
Yep. Just so we can see it bigger.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Lucifer, who incorporated his fire. What is this guy called? I can't remember it now. But this is go to at Lucifer. You can see his stuff. His was brought to us at Designer Con.
Both
So that was
right?
the first
This one
time.
and that
No,
one?
that one I had in the office.
Okay.
This one and another one were brought to us at the show. So that was the first time I got to see it. Blown away, of course.
So freaking cool. What's the head made out of? Is it just
It's
like
resin.
It's resin. Okay.
There's a resin head. He's got the resin head is one of his normal size dudes. The
Uh,
little staff is one of his guys, and then the little guy in his hand is a baby one of the little guys.
Got it.
So it's pretty rad. If you follow Lucifer and you collect his figures, this is a really great one to get because it's got 3 of his guys on We got the Sucklord involved here.
Mhm.
He did what the Sucklord does, which is
Splatter paint.
splatter paint with silver and purple and pink, or silver and pink, and a Army Man base. Locked it all in place. That one is no longer available.
Yeah.
This one is Kyle Kirwan. That was the other one that was brought
cool.
to the show
Yeah.
that I didn't get to see ahead of time. This is his like lava style that he does on some of his work.
So it was like sculpted on top of it.
It's like ground in and then painted inside and stuff. It's like, it's really cool.
And then it was, I guess.
And at Saraboo's made the links on the chain.
And then I guess it was, I don't know, chatter about the size of his mason.
Don't judge his ball size compared to the other ball size. Don't judge. Don't go back and show it. You don't have to ball shame him for the size of his balls.
There's the Dr. A one.
Dr. A, which photograph does not do justice there.
Somebody said the Shiba Inu one for the win, which I knew exactly what they were talking about. Yeah, that is insane. So that base of the dog is something that he did, but then he added all the plates onto it.
Yeah, it's a Shiba dog. You can get those. Actually, there was a guy at the show. Yaniv was selling a version of that vinyl down at the other side of the hall, like a blank, one of the other color ones. So you could have got that at the show. This one is also sold already.
Yeah, his colors are always gorgeous.
Yeah, really nice work. This one is Resin Blood. And this one, again, just kind of inspired what I want to do next year, which is I think I want to do. I think it's going to be a shield show for DCON.
Oh yeah, you think so?
But I don't want to just do. I don't think I want to just invite a couple people. I want it to be open.
Yeah.
Like anybody that wants to submit a painted shield, any of the shields that we offer, and just have I don't know, a wall of 100 or 200 shields, just painted shields that you can buy, and they'd be relatively inexpensive because it's just a shield. I don't know. I think it could be a cool. It's either that or I have to invite 10 people and blow up a shield and do a big one.
No, I think that'd be cool.
It'd be
More
cooler to see
selection.
after seeing the swigs where it was 250 swigs on a table.
Yeah.
It makes me want to do a shut ton of them. Try not to curse.
Yeah, you did.
Shut ton of them.
Crap ton.
Shiza ton. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
So this one, as soon as I opened it in the when the box came in, I was like, oh, this is a great idea.
I mean, between his and Chris's, you already had two shields right there.
Yeah.
That are painted. And then Healy
Bring
Made
'em
had
back.
the pin on his.
Yeah, Healy Made customized his thing, which would be perfect.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, even Kwang had his done up and cracked, so even something like that.
I think it could be a cool show. I think people's different styles, onto these little, and if you're a sculptor and you sculpt it on top of it, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could be a cool show. If anybody out there wants to participate, let's get
Email
involved.
customer service at sourcehorseman.com.
I'll make an email for this. Let's wait.
Email
Shield show. Shield show.
Shield show.
It's a real shield show. It's a real shield show out there. Shield show at DCON.com. No, that's not a thing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out some kind.
We have lots of time. Lots of time. Any others after that one?
We got Drill One right here,
Mm-hmm.
who did a dead rusted knight. Drill's in our designer toy world is known for rust, and I knew. Well, I didn't know. I was hoping I would get a rusty knight back from him, and not only did I get the rusty knight, I got an entire door, wall, floor. He did a whole thing. Yeah, it was. I was definitely not expecting that.
Yeah.
He went above and beyond, and the pose was really great. I don't think it's fully set up in that pose right there in that picture, but
oh yeah, right.
It was really dramatic the way he's slumped up against the door and posed out. He came by on Sunday and reposed it, and I was like, "Why don't you do that Friday night, dude?" What happened? He's like, "Oh, I want to change it every day."
That's cool. Hey, it says you can do whatever you want with it. Just make sure if we do a shield show, make sure there's signage.
What?
Of who did them, that they're for sale.
There was signage on Sunday.
Sunday! They went up on Friday!
There was signage on Sunday for each one. It was one of the things.
After I said, "Hey, George."
Look, I only had so much time between LegionsCon and DCON to get this done. And 2 of them, I didn't even know if they were going to be there or not. There's still one more that's being worked on right
Oh
now.
my goodness!
Really?
J-Roo is. He asked for more
Jeez.
time. And he was like, "Can I just get it to you another time?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Get it to me whenever.
Yeah, DCON 2025.
We'll put it out. We'll promote it at some point.
Yeah, that's cool.
His ambition was bigger than his time allowed.
Yeah,
Time allowed.
That
so,
happens. That happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
Was that fine?
So that's the last one.
Okay, so the man, the myth, the legend over there. I was
Me?
so happy
George
to
Gaspar, New
finally
Jersey
meet
Sausage King.
the Sausage King of New Jersey. No,
Some
of
other
course
guy.
not. The schlub next to you, of course.
James Groman,
Yes.
the legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I think Kwong told me about it. He's like, at night he was hanging out with him or whatever, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, just hanging out, blah blah blah. I was like, oh my god, I gotta go say hi. It was like so cool to just to say hi to him, and he's very chill.
I mean, well, that's the cool thing about Designer Con. It's very easy to talk to like almost all the artists are just there hanging out. They're at that show because it's very artist friendly, and usually the people behind the booth are the people that made the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you look at our booth and it looks like toys you buy at Target. I think I said this on another show.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like toys you buy at Target, so people might not realize that we're the people that actually make the toys standing behind the booth, because like it's all packaged and real. Like, when there's a guy selling resin copies of something, you kind of think that he's probably the guy that made it. But like for us, it's like it's different. So I don't know if people even realize that people behind the booth are the people. Like Nate's standing back there and he did all the art for everything, but I don't think anybody even knows that like all of this amazing art that's sitting on the table.
We're not
is
corporate.
that guy right there. It's like
we're not the salespeople.
Yeah.
I mean, we are actually.
But it's cool. Like you got a guy like James who he didn't have a booth this year, but he was floating around to a bunch of different booths that had his work. And it's just there's the artist who made all this amazing stuff that you know and love, just walking around the show.
Yeah, that was cool. Very cool, dude.
Yeah.
They're back. See how everyone's facing a certain direction with cameras?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown's back there.
Oh, that was where Chris Brown was. Okay.
Chris Brown showed up to do a signing with Ron English at.
Oh yeah,
was it? Who were they at?
I don't know. Toy Cube.
Toy Cube.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, Toy Cube had a signing with them. I'm not sure. It was very.
I saw pictures of him, like close-up pictures of him there. So
I didn't see Rihanna anywhere, so I don't know.
Next. No, this was something that we missed out on, unfortunately.
So yeah, a lot of booths did. So you remember how at Legion's Con Diego, everybody was doing those little sashes that can mount to your
ribbons,
the roll ribbons. So at DCON, since it was the first time in Vegas, a ton of people made poker chips, artist poker chips, and I was like, dude, why do we never know? Like, we never think of the thing, we never know the thing. So next year, I'm sure even more people are going to do it, and then all these guys will move on to something cooler. But I mean, it's a great little keepsake. Some people were selling between between $3 and $10 for like a poker chip, like an artist poker chip.
And then
how many vendors would you say are at DCON?
Oh my god,
a couple hundred.
Yeah,
like a few hundred.
It'd be kind of cool if like people did playing cards, but everyone did
a different card.
And you could,
like, someone would have to organize that and get it made. That would be a cool thing to organize.
So Diego.
Here's
but then at that point too, then they were doing the scavenger hunt for like what was it, for special coins or whatever. So remember you had to go
these
around
guys,
and find.
So these guys, those guys, we missed out on all those. But
That was,
there were
Scott Tolson's booth.
Yeah, Brooke Biggie and Scott Tolson did that. But then the DCON booth had some. So like the DCON booth had.
I have a picture of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had like 3 different ones with Punk Drunkers and DCON and other artists and stuff. And then who's on the camera right now?
No, just a picture.
It doesn't. Well,
I have a picture of all those.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So I can show it.
When he gets to the picture, you'll see it. But here, Diego, if you want to take a look at these.
And they feel so nice because
they're real poker chips. Everybody got them made at like
So
real
cool.
poker chip places.
All right, so
just showing a DCON bear brick.
That's so weird looking.
It's enormous.
And that's
shots for Iz. That's Jesse Hernandez.
And
end of the show. Little pile drive fooling around.
Is that the list?
Atomic elbow drop. I think that was at the end, right? Or was it the beginning? That's got to be the end. We have our bags.
Yeah, that was totally the end.
wrapping up.
And that was all your badges. You don't need no stinking badges.
The only one missing in that picture is staff, which I then got later.
You did. All right. So you got the full set. Crazy.
Goodbye, Las Vegas.
God bless.
That happened on the last day as we left the hotel.
God bless. Have you been to a Mega Mart, Meow Wolf? Yeah, we'll get to that. All right. Is this the beginning?
Yeah. So
Okay, so this is us setting up. Those are our space, which, yes, it looks very corporate.
It's a little too fancy for
that was
very end of the show. Riding around with Ben. Ben is the guy that runs DCON.
Mm-hmm.
This is speaking of Meow Wolf.
I have a video of this. We'll get to that. That is too funny.
This was at one of the lunches where Theo decided to dump all of my French fries into my lap.
He said, "Who, me?
Who, me?"
Kind of looks like Jessica in that picture. I'm so funny.
Who, me?
That's cute.
Elliot walking with his buddies. That's Leo and Lucy.
That's is that Ben's kids?
Those are Ben's kids, yeah. That's probably the end of that.
No.
Probably have to go back to the beginning for the. None of that was in order. There's no order.
All right, so there was a whole balloon installation.
That was at Balloonski.
Balloonski. Look him up at Balloonski.
At Balloonski. The guy came in. He had 2 booths. He set up a giant balloon installation and then left. He just had at Balloonski on the floor. Said, "Tag your boy."
Yep.
And then that was it. You
Yep.
just take pictures with balloons,
And then at the end, people were taking the balloons.
And then at the end,
totally
he's like,
fine.
"Take the balloons.
Yep.
I don't care." Like
That was wild.
there was a
oh,
dinner
that was the
on
dinner, yeah.
Thursday night. It was like a welcome dinner for some of the vendors and people that showed up early. Sponsored by Mondo, which was nice. This is showing next year,
20th.
So make
The
sure
week
you
after Legion's Con.
week after Legion's Con, be sure to be there because it's the 20th anniversary of Designer Con.
We'll be there. Your feet stink.
I didn't take too many pictures of booths.
Yeah.
But this guy's booth was just like
Those hats.
screaming me.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
look at those hats. My Pet Monster.
Little
Oh,
madball looking
man.
guys over there. Like
That's cool.
none of it's licensed.
What?
It's not a My Pet Monster.
That's all giving a thumbs up. That's our new thing.
The China thumbs up. The factory thumbs up. That was our crew -2.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, so here, all right. So we got Cox. Can you jump out? I'll find Cox and we'll open it and see which one I got.
Is there any other pictures in here?
There's probably going to be more pictures.
Okay.
There's no more pictures of that though. So that's big. So
That's what I mean. Should we just go through the pictures and then the physicals, or what do you want to do?
well, we got Cox right in my hand right now, and I got a good story to go with it. All right, so
Go ahead, George.
that's Victor. Victor's vintage. Victor's vintage. Support him all you can. The dude is awesome. He lives in Iceland. He used to go to
Iceland? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What?
He used to go to PowerCon, and he would share a space. I think he shared a space with Scott, Barbarian Rage. I'm not sure if they shared a space or they're just next to each other, but they're buddies as well. And Victor was not even so kindly, was asked to never return when he sold these. The year he sold Cox of the Universe.
Wow.
Val kicked him out of the show, never to be allowed back at PowerCon again.
Really?
Everybody loved these things. I don't know why he got so like butthurt about it. I don't know what the thing was.
Yeah.
Like they're all done for fun. Like nothing is like, it's not malicious. It may have been the slime pit vagina that he also
Oh man.
that was a little bit over the top.
Wow.
But Cox of the Universe are amazing. They're different penises done in different styles of He-Man figures.
Peanut.
Oh, I got Moss Man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Look at his little balls.
that's insane.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's all they are. They're just little resin penises done in the style of He-Man figures. I got Moss Man. Had to see if it smelled. It does not.
Well, that's gonna get
I think my
clipped
ride
somewhere.
might be here.
Your ride.
Yeah. Are you here already? Okay, I'll try and wrap up then.
Take your time.
Take your time. Yes.
This conversation is live on the internet.
Don't say anything you can't say.
Don't come in. Don't just the office has stuff in it. All right. Love you. Bye.
Probably is.
Okay. Cryptic.
She knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. So let me
Go
run
ahead.
through stuff I picked up real quick
Go ahead.
before we get back. And then you
Pictures
can
or
do
no?
yours. No, I don't worry about pictures.
I'm just gonna look at them, but they're not on the screen.
Okay. If there's anything we need to show you.
Yeah.
All right. So
I need to show that.
just
though.
show it. Just run through the pictures real quick. And we'll just go.
Because I didn't even see that.
That was when I was walking around with Jessica.
That's freaking awesome as hell. Okay, I don't even know where that was.
That was the Johnny Cupcakes booth.
That's freaking awesome.
They always have really great
Oh,
shirts.
it's just those two pictures.
There's
That's it.
Ken. Oh, that was the last
Yeah,
one.
because remember, blink.
Okay. Good.
All right, go ahead.
All right. That's Ken Goff.
Got
All right. So back to stuff I picked up.
He's a trip. I like him.
There's a new shape toy coming out. I like to always kind of get one of the new shapes just to see what they're about. This is called Robbie, and it's I think it's a Chinese company that's doing it. But so I picked up that one at the show, and then Ben was able to get me one of these.
That's Chinese.
This is the Sket one, Robbie. I needed to get the Sket one.
Oh, that's cool.
But this is just a new, a new shape,
metallics.
kind of Dunny-ish looking thing coming out. Dunny mixed with janky a little bit,
Is it articulated like you did it?
Probably. All right, so this is the Jet Jaguar. Chris got 3 of and was gifted me one for my medic shelf.
Is that the Rocom one?
Yeah, Rocom toys.
Yeah. I would.
I have a picture of these two, but he wasn't in there.
Yeah, so Chris got these 3 and kindly gifted me the medic for my medic shelf.
I won them a raffle ticket at Mondo. No, I swear to God! And I was like, oh my God, George, look what I won. He goes, oh, the medic one. I'm like, fine. I won it from a medic shelf that I'd never heard of before.
I'll show you my medic shelf.
You don't know about
pictures?
No.
I got pictures.
That's cool.
This was from the Creature Bazaar booth. They gave it to Elliot.
That's
and I
freaking
stole
cool. You can't really see that. You can't really see the cool colors in that.
Here.
Well, even up close it might be hard to see, but that is nice.
Hold that while I go to the next one.
Oh, that's so freaking cool.
Speaking
Very
of
pearlescent
speaking
metallic.
of Rocom, picked up the new skeleton Mighty Maniacs from Rocom Toys again.
Yeah, Dorklair said it doesn't smell like pine, it smells like asparagus. Oh, that is so cool.
There's that staff one. It's even got the official
Oh, that's
hologram
cool.
on it to make it real.
Nice.
I stole it from Lucy. She's like 5. It doesn't matter.
I got a picture
Oh,
of
yeah,
that.
VIP Bear Brick.
See that picture? It's so small.
This was great.
That's-
They did a contest this year to have someone design an official
Oh man,
DCON
that's
shirt.
so cool.
And so that's the guy that won. And they put that on a DCON shirt.
I didn't
It
even
was
see
awesome.
Where was the
At
shirt?
the DCON booth.
Damn it. That was cool.
All right. This thing, one of my prize pieces from the show. Punk Drunker's little bag.
Damn it.
Just a little
Oh my God. Oh, there it is.
pouch for your bus pass or whatever you're wearing. I don't know how you're supposed to
Use it.
I got to figure out some kind of
Just a little loop in there, and then
You know what I saw is people were doing. I think it's supposed to be
maybe.
like a lanyard type thing that hangs.
Yeah.
So I saw some pictures of the Japanese dudes with it hanging on them,
So
but it's signed on the back by the dude.
when I showed that to Karen Evie, I'm trying to find a picture real quick. Evie decided to.
Yeah, it probably just hangs off the lanyard. Because that loop is.
I think the loop is basically useless. So it's nailed it. Nailed it. Yours has the red zipper. Mine has the green zipper.
Yep.
This was a dude that was
Giving away.
what was his name? Rolly? Is it Rolly? That's a bad marketing. Oh, Rodrigo Roji. Rodrigo Roji? R-O-J-I. So he was giving these away at a booth. All you had to do was follow his Instagram. And he was like, I don't care if you walk away and unfollow me. He's like, I don't care. You just got to follow me and
Question
show
is,
me.
I got number 1 out of 1,000.
No, I didn't know their number.
No.
Oh, they're all first edition. It's 1 of 1,000. Not number 1 out of.
It'd be really funny if all of them said number 1 of 1,000.
They do. They all say it. It's printed in the thing. It's on the front. It's printed on the front.
So they had 3 colorways. They had
Oh, nice.
they had the white, basically the brown and pink, and then the like
The flesh
Caucasian
color.
one. Yeah, and this one matched. This one they didn't have when we got them, and I was like, oh, it matches my Chocolate Angel, right? So I went back the next day because I had gotten this one, and George got this one. And I was like, oh, they said I can come by and trade it if you had this one. And he's like, oh, well, we don't have any more of the white ones left. So people have been asking for that. And I'm like, can I grab the other one too? He goes, yeah. I'm like, hey!
Yeah.
So I got both of them.
Some stickers from
That's cool.
Magoob. Magoob Toys.
Magoob.
I didn't get too much stuff. I got a bunch of flat stuff, like just stickers and stuff. We don't need to show any of that.
Yeah. Take forever to get so much of that.
And then, this one. So this bag is Grim Elementals. Now, he wasn't selling at the show, but he sure was giving us a bunch of stuff. Do you have pictures of all that stuff?
Yeah. No, I have a picture to show it.
Oh, what is that?
That's one of those.
Yeah, that's it
crap.
together.
Yeah. I saw it in.
Oh my God! Look at that thing!
Yeah. Here, let me
Holy moly!
share it. You're still showing it.
Yeah, 3D printed
It's beautiful.
action figure.
It actually.
I have one this big.
Yeah.
In here. Holy crap!
Yep.
Yeah, because the rest he was giving me are tiny little dudes.
There you go.
Oh,
They can't see the little one anymore.
Here. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this thing is-
that doesn't even show up well in the picture, but like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, here's that giant one.
There you go. Yeah, it's really cool. You can see it over there, right? On screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's insane.
Yeah, really nuts. He also has an Anubis that he's done. Like he had little like blocks made for his little Anubis.
That's cool.
Here's
And
Ra.
it's all like 3D print Glyos stuff.
I think
right?
this might be the Ra right here, or the Anubis. Let me see.
Oh, that's Anubis.
Is that Anubis?
That's so cool.
Yeah, so these ones are kind of Battle Beast size.
Yeah, these are cool. I would love to grab these.
And then he's got some ones that are, he's got them in all different, I mean, obviously since they're digital, he can just print them in whatever size he wants.
Yeah.
That big guy is a Glyos one.
Is it? Yeah, so these are, and these ones I think are like Battle Beast style.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's got wings and tail and like all this craziness to it. Like, yeah, these things.
Oh wow.
Definitely go check out Grim Elementals. I think it's probably just grimelementals.com or something around. Like, just Google it, you'll find it. Because there's nothing in here that tells me the site. What's Battle Beast stuff?
You summoned Joe.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to show up. Yeah.
Apophis, Cirquet, like he's got a bunch of
Dang,
these
dude.
little- yeah.
It's a ton of them.
Look at
Oh,
this
that's
little
so
like
cool.
eagle dude. Like
That was very Battle Beast right there. Eric Miller said, didn't he do a Drago Man? Oh, that was probably the one that I just
that was probably the one. Yeah.
That's
That's
just
pretty
real
cool.
Oh yeah, that one is really more Battle Beast like.
Yeah. That's fantastic. No, that's what Joe wants to see.
Oh, that is sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that dude-
Ow, he's so spiky.
oh, that dude's awesome.
That's so cool. Did you break it?
No.
He's not giving
Boom,
it back.
I like it.
Grim Elementals. Nothing on the back of his pin.
Your pet peeve.
Come on, dude. If you're watching this, put something on the back of the pin. That
anyone-
leads to your website.
If anyone knows him,
That's this one also.
it's all part of the tooling.
This one
Even
also
did.
uses Glyos price.
I think you
that's
might on
cool.
all of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like just
Wow,
just to do it.
This is cool.
This was in Quan's pocket.
Suck your face.
Or Christopher's pocket.
Wow.
I don't know where he got it. Christopher had one in his pocket. He gave it to me.
Oh, that's cool. Little shrunken head.
That's funny.
It says something on the back, but I can't read it. It's up to you.
Says, oh, it's really hard. Like, Dingy Dave? Is that what it says?
Dingy Dave.
Dingy
Yeah,
Dave?
yeah, that's probably it.
Okay. It's very hard to read because the way it's cut in, though.
This was the VIP pin for Designer Con, a little Faffy design. And hey, look at that. Right in the back, it says 2024 DCON, the real Faffy and at Designer Con.
Wait, did I get that one? Was that
It's
in
in
the
your
bag?
VIP bag.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's sort of.
You can have it if you don't have it. There's others. Yeah, that guy gave us like just so much of that stuff. Nate's got a bunch of it too. And like, and then the rest is just flat stock
I'm
from
gonna
me.
show one of my favorite little things.
And then my favorite I got.
I forgot. I need to look through that.
Chico Rocco. So Chico Rocco is something Chris and I were into for a little bit of time, and this is the Chico Rocco catalog because I got to meet the creator of Chico Rocco.
Tell them how
He
you
was at
screw
the
the
show.
pooch.
Mr. Chico Rocco himself.
Mr. Chico Rocco
Rocco.
was there. He's friends with Ben and his brother Alex, and so I got to. They were having a meeting at Ben's office after DCON, and I got to go and I walked in and I was like, Chico Rocco. And he's like, oh, here, you can have the catalog. He took it right away from Ben. He's like, here. He's like, I got another one in the car. So, like, yeah, it was, I love me some Chico Rocco, so to have this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's too bad there's no real value to them. They're just fun.
I mean,
There's a lot of artists that work on it.
Yeah. It's hard to,
No
like,
utility at all.
tells you all
Oh, that's
about
cool.
what
It tells
they
you the
are.
rarity,
Yeah.
the toy name. I could tell, doesn't tell you the artist though.
Yeah.
Doc A did one. That's when we started.
Yeah, we started around, I think it was on the third page or so, like page 100. What next page? Page after Satoshi is Doc A. Number 207 is when we started collecting, when Doc A did a post.
And then we went mad
And then
for
so
about
from there on
6 months or so.
all the way through.
They would drop in the middle of the night. They would be like the stupidest times, variants, and all this dumb shit. Sorry.
It was you, not me.
It really started annoying us.
But they're awesome. And then I picked up a little blind bag mushroom guy.
Oh, that's cool. Was that from Pop Mart or no?
So it's one of the vinyl artist gotcha series. I don't remember what booth. This is the
all I
booth
see is the last 3 letters on that was sticking out of the
yeah,
bag.
vinyl artist gotcha. It's not the last 3 letters. It's the only letters. Vinyl artist gotcha.
Gotcha.
The gotcha machines. I don't know what you're talking about. What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
It was from the Mumbot booth. I don't know what booth she's at.
That
but,
2-headed sticker right there.
this is Mumbot's art.
She
Elliot loves her
cool.
little plushies, and I love Mumbot, so we always go over and say hello.
That's cool. That's cool too.
WattoArt.com.
Watto.
All right, that's all the stuff I got. Your turn.
No need to explain
No need to
anything.
explain it. If you get it, you get it.
It is what it is.
I already have one of those, which is why I didn't need to buy one.
my grail, which was Pump Drunkers, not Batman, autographed.
That's pretty amazing because that thing
Could flip it
sell for $200, right? I would imagine.
Yeah, bought it for 180.
So $180 can instantly walk away from paying for it and sell it for at least $1,500.
That's insane. It's so stupid.
What? Probably $2,000 because it's signed.
You're in the wrong business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the pictures real quick because it's just a little easier.
All right. I got to go hard out.
Wait, you got to go? Then you got to wait 1 second. I'll do this first. Special box.
You take that pen.
I'm sure you can figure real easily who sent this box to me.
Creature Bizarre. That's from Kwong.
And my favorite, it's glow in the dark.
Nice.
So,
George.
hey! Settle down.
Oh, your favorite, Chris.
You
isn't
got no Christmas presents.
Glow in the dark
Glow
is
in the
your
favorite?
Glow in the dark is your favorite kind of toy, is it?
Favorite kind of toy.
I wonder why you don't have any that work then.
You have to squint.
So are you just showing me all the stuff you got, or are you giving me any of this?
Oh, this is to me.
So
No, you'll see.
So he's
You'll
just
see.
rubbing me.
No. We'll get to it.
Okay.
These fantastic shirts. They're awesome. They're so cool.
There better be a 2X in there.
There are both XLs. Too big for me, too small for you.
I'll take an XL.
Okay.
I'll fit in that.
You have this, so you don't need this.
I do have that.
I like this.
Signed-
Signature on the
signed
back.
by
Yeah.
It's a Buona Spoons.
It's awesome signature. I love it.
I love Buona's work. He's an awesome dude. I got our cat portraits done by Buona Spoons. It's awesome.
Of your cats?
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I did a Kickstarter once for pet portraits.
Oh, I like that sticker. That's very cool.
Creature Bazaar, baby.
Yeah. Awesome Quang. And then a couple of lanterns.
Oh, nice.
That I also bought.
This is a giant box of stuff.
This amazing.
How did you become this much friends with Kwong in one weekend?
This amazing book.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah, I figured you do. This thing
I backed
is
the Kickstarter.
fantastic. I have a couple pictures, but you want to explain it real quick? You probably do a better job. I know what it is, but
Kwong is fascinated with Mr. T items, dolls in particular. So he made a book with all of his collection of his Mr. T.
Big book.
That's a lot of Mr. T's.
so there's a lot of Mr. T memorabilia stuff too.
Is that
Right?
van? Is that AT team like truck with the Mr.
It's
T
in
on
here.
it?
It's in
Oh,
here.
is it? Yeah.
It's in, I saw it.
I
I'm
would
like,
imagine.
there it is.
He's got to have that.
Yeah, it's totally in there. But then,
Yeah.
oh, there it is. Oh, wow. I just happened to pull it.
Nice.
Dang.
Action Man van.
That thing is insane.
All right, come on.
No,
Let's
but
get
then
some card waiting.
second half,
Are all the dolls.
all the dolls that people made.
That's awesome.
There's like a pattern out, and there's some that are Caucasian Mr. T's because they use like existing Cabbage Patch dolls. And I thought it was
Does
right.
it tell
in
you
front.
where to get the pattern?
I think so.
don't wanna
I
make a
only
Mr. T doll.
it might even be in here, but I just skimmed through it real quick. But there was one. It was like it was so very Caucasian Mr. T. It was hilarious.
So that should be.
but there's
next
just-
year's DCON thing. Mythic T.
There's just so many of them. It's crazy. It just goes up the front. No, I guess not. All right. So whatever. But this book is insane. I love it.
Was it Kwong's collection of Mr. T's, or was it
No, I think
was
they
it Mishka's
went-
collection of Mr. T's?
No, I think they traveled to different places and took pictures
got
of them.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a section for George.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's some of these in here for
Sweet.
you.
Lanterns for my
There you
office.
go. Lanterns for your office. And a t-shirt.
Oh.
Which
Those guys are sweethearts.
Let's see. 2XL.
Yeah.
So there we go. So it's that one right there.
That's the Summer Slime shirt from last year. Mine was
Awesome.
immediately taken by Jessica.
Yeah.
And she cut the sleeves off and made a girl shirt. So now I didn't have one. So thank you, Kwong and Brandon.
So here, you know what? I'm just gonna do this real quick. I know you gotta
I
go.
have the yellow version of that Kwong toy in,
Yes.
in my office.
Yes.
It's really
Yeah, I know. When I
recognize
saw
it.
Chris
Yeah.
take that out, I was like, oh, that looks really familiar.
All right, I gotta go.
Wait.
Do I have to be here for this?
Yes.
I gotta go.
Hold on.
Kids are in the car freezing. It's cold out.
They're in the car freezing with the heater on. Hold on. There's one thing. Let me get to this first, and then you can go. Okay. So there's this. Let me just go to that real quick. Okay. There's this guy right here that I had to get. It's the butt nugget, right? Oh, they can't even see it. So that's the butt nugget, and I had him write something on the back. I haven't seen it yet. It's a surprise. The butt nugget's mine, but the what it says on there is for you. So read it out loud because I don't know what it is.
It says, George, smell my butt.
I just told him, you're not a fan of poop toys.
Chemo.
So please write something to George.
Smell my butt nugget.
Yes. So I had to get that. That's an awesome use of the McDonald's chicken nuggets. Is it though? That's what you want to say. I knew it. I knew it.
It does have a butt. So I approve because I like toys with butts.
So,
All right.
all right.
I'm out.
2 votes for George with the guns out. All right. So there's 3. George, you can still wear a shirt with no sleeves. In fact, you absolutely should do so. So there's 3 votes for you to guns out.
Guns out. For what? What are we talking
Sleeveless shirt.
about? Oh, yeah.
You and Dustin.
Yeah.
We're the only guys.
All right. Were these yours or mine?
Those are yours. I have mine in here.
Okay. Because I bought some and he sent me some. So I have a lot of them. They're going to be all hanging up. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. All right. I'll go through the rest of the stuff. See you later.
Enjoy the rest of your show.
See you later.
I'm glad I could be a special guest on this
Let's
episode.
talk about D13 now. Bye, George. All right. So let me go back to the. So, yep. So I did a lot of stuff we already saw. So we got those. We got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. That's a close up of the casino cat, basically. And there, I had to buy the larger one to go with it. And so that will be in my office. And it's very cool and shiny.
Jim got it too.
Yes, he did. Because we were able to get into the booth after hours. They're like, can we make a purchase? It's the booklet and the sticker. The sticker's awesome. It's like this kind of textured sticker, so it's really cool.
Don't end the show while I'm gone.
Well, it's time to end the show. The Punk Drunkers. That's the bag that came. The kind of not really swag bag per se, but it is a nice reusable bag. I love it. This I had to get at the Meow Mart or whatever it's called. Unfortunately, the pen that I had, which is a crab claw, is at home. I forgot to take it because my kids were playing with it. I forgot to bring it in, but I got that. I'll show it later. And this, I love little, Post-it notes and pads and stuff. So I had to get this one. This was too wacky wild. And just some of the additional swag that came for the VIP stuff. More pins. Oh yeah, there I do have that pin. So more pins, stickers. There's the poker chips right there. You can see them. Punk Drunkers down here. That one's awesome. That was the one that was one of the Valiant Knight customs, and the DCON ones. This is very cool. That orange one, I believe that orange one was the rare variant because they had blind bags to buy of those too. So that was a rare variant one. There's the guy. Next week I'll show the Wall XD guy was there. And he had he was showing off some of the wall whatever display, I guess you could say, the customizable wall display that he had there that he had on Kickstarter. So I was checking that out. I have a sample of that I'll show next week. It's really cool. It's really nice. And then I had to, of course, he had a little packet like with the stickers and stuff, and it had this little what the heck is this stupid thing called? Palette. It's little palette, so I had to get that. So I'll show that next week. Do you remember that on the Kickstarter, that wall unit display, that customizable wall units?
No.
I remember seeing that one. It's, they're big, so I'll bring that in next week. There's my my Kwang and made in China number 001350. I like that as 13. There's the shirts, cups. The cups are awesome. The hats. There's the B4TC. That's the back. And there's the book. That's Kwang down on the right, which is why his doll looks exactly like him, because that's what he looks like. There we go. There's the Caucasian Mr. T. So, I believe they just used existing Cabbage Patch dolls and made Mr. T's out of them. And they even put a stitch into the arm to give him the muscles. See that? Oops. Anyway. So that is freaking fantastic. And memorabilia, just, stuff from the show and everything, guest appearances. Apparently, this looks like, I believe, someone did a Halloween costume, I'm going to assume, because that looks hideous.
That looks like that could be very problematic.
That is crazy.
That looks like a cancelable offense.
Yeah. And then, all right, so from the show, I got a Vincent NFT, so now I have free access to DCON for life and the VIP bags and everything, so that'd be cool.
So you can go to DCON forever for life?
For free. Yeah, get it for free and then get the VIP bags.
How'd you get that?
I just buy one. It's just an NFT. Oh. And apparently I think the one I got was a pretty good one too. So all right, so that's the end of that. And I had something else where it was That's right, because it started. I don't know why it didn't start all the way up here. All right, I'm gonna just do a quick run through of this crazy stuff. Actually, you know what? Let me show this first. There it is. Okay. Let me see if this is it. Nope, not that one. It's where is it? Videos don't show up as videos sometimes. Oh, here it is. Okay. They had this wild AI. I wish George was here because he loved this thing too. It was so cool. This like wild AI video screen, interactive video screen. And let's go to that real quick. Okay. Check this out. You stand in front of it and it keeps continuously changing via AI of what you are. That was George holding Elliot. You can see him, or Theo. It's so cool.
Bizarre.
This is that one, and then there was another one. Let me just get to that one. So like even for, I was just standing there and the things it runs through, it is really cool. I mean, AI is bananas, that's for sure. All right. It was me walking up to it. Apparently I was an astronaut, a wrestler, a lot of astronaut going on. I don't know why. I look real handsome right there. That's not me. Had the hair full of, now I'm a grandpa. And the hair, and it was like, and then George brought Theo behind me. Wanted to see what it would turn into.
That's awesome.
So cool. So that thing was cool as hell. That was so cool. All right, let me just blast through these really quickly because there's so much. There's so much to see and so much to do. And
oh man, is that whole folder?
And yeah, I'm gonna go through quick.
Oh my god,
trust me. Some stuff I threw extra stuff in. So unfortunately, a couple of people who were supposed to go got COVID. Don't bring COVID to Legion's Con.
Yeah, because of that, I couldn't go to DCON.
Disappointed Eric and Diego's dreams. All right, so that was the balloon thing. That was George and Jessica's flight got delayed, and they were supposed to leave at like whatever, I don't know, probably like 7 or 8 or something like that. And then basically they wound up leaving same time as me, which was a couple hours later. And then on the flight back, my flight got canceled, and then I had to leave hours later, and it was very annoying. As soon as you get off the plane, casinos, yay! I'm always buying or trying to buy these stupid Starbucks cups everywhere. Beer in the refrigerators at Target. I love it. I'm not used to it. My first in and out, cold fries. George said it was no good.
Yeah, it's no good when you eat cold in and out fries.
Yeah. So this was Ben's office. The amount of stuff in here that this office has was insane. And these are just a few pictures of some of the bananas art and collectibles. I mean, this office, everything in here is worth thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands and thousands of dollars. So George was pretending he was a manager. All the giant, bear bricks and stuff. A lot of one-on-one stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy things. Decks on decks. Art. I thought it was hilarious with the Zoolander, Poohlander over the toilet. Even the bathroom has art. More decks, more bears. Freaking crazy. Actually, I think, was that a punk drunker down there? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, punk drunker, basketballs. It's insane stuff. Daft Punk bear bricks. Yep. Look at all the chromed ones. It's so cool. Star Wars ones.
That's so much money.
Yeah, it's insane. These are big money. Best Vietnamese restaurant name we've ever seen.
Pho Kim Long.
That was the 3D Retro store. So we were hanging out in there, more stuff. Just crazy.
I remember having to send stuff to them when we worked at NECA.
Really?
When I used to cover for the guy who did the Kid Robot orders.
Oh. Do I have? Yeah, we're on there. Okay, so my favorite slot machines right there, of course, obviously. I did win money on them, so I'm happy. Right outside the hotel is just this great place for hanging out and drinking, and it's heated. So we were all hanging out. Right across the street is the Fairmont, and you just keep walking down.
Can you still smoke inside in Las Vegas?
Yes, it's disgusting. Every night after gambling and hanging out, I was covered in smoke. I hated it, but I kept doing it.
That's awesome.
Now look at the ceiling. It's digital all the way down.
That's cool.
It is just keeps going and going and going. In this area, like it's a nice long walk. Debauchery everywhere.
I'm sure.
It's crazy.
Can't stop there. It's backcountry.
Crazy. They had this dancing gorilla, which was hilarious. It's this guy in this huge inflatable gorilla suit, and it was bananas. That's the Fremont. So you just keep walking and walking and walking. Casinos and restaurants, Altair, it's George's favorite thing. Donut right outside. I just took that for carrot because the nails are cool. You might be too young for this, but there was a TV game show called Pressure Luck back in I want to say the 80s. If anyone remembers Pressure Luck, hit 1 in the chat. I had to play that one. I won some money too. Just to, then there was that was the whatever the name of that place is. They just had fun stuff to do in there. No whammy. Thank you, Kirby. Area 15. So you just walk through and they have all this crazy stuff. Another Zoltar in blacklight. Made a note that you put on the thing over here. Everything's blacklight. It was crazy. Okay, so that'll play these. And Jessica was doing it. Jessica kept looking like a man every time she would do it. It was hilarious. She was like, "Why do you look like a man?" They had a ton of vintage arcade games.
That's cool.
Ton. It was so cool. Jessica did this. They had this zip line that goes around the inside of the place. Meow Wolf, that's what it's called. It just goes wee. So we all did it. Nope. I'll get to the next one. There you go. They had vending machines where you can get collectibles and original artwork, which was cool. Is crazy. Like, look at this stuff. All like original art. That's so cool. Just crazy, thing outside of the place. Dave Igo of Monsters.
I'm bummed that I didn't get to meet him.
So,
God, he does have a big head.
He's got a huge noggin, but I got a small head too. So we're walking, and he's just a big dude in general. So I'm walking outside, and I'm trying to find an ATM. Like I was going up over there, right? And I'd say about 100 feet up turns into the parking lot, and then another like 50 feet in, I see this guy and this girl walking, and I'm like, that looks like Dave, like random as hell. And I'm like, no, it can't be Dave. I'm like, well, he's got a big head though. And I, and I could see his shirt from a distance, and I yelled, "Dave!" And he looks over and he's like, "What?" So it was just total random, but then we were all just hanging out all the time. That's cool. That's cool. Outside the hotel on the wall, I was doing a Brian Burke because I was trying to do like what Brian does because it had Burke back there. And then Chris Ulrich, the one who painted the figure, he has a 13 on his that's his number, so we became instant buddies. And then when George saw all his Creature Bazaar guys, I said, wait, let me get a picture. So that's Kwong.
Like the George Order Smurf shirt.
Yeah, Smurf. That's for you, Smurf. So just set up was awesome. Watching everybody set up. There's Kwong, George. That was Marty over there. Just that, Tokidoki, Bear Brick, Pop Mart. They had an ass ton of stuff. I wanted to get some of those. I forgot. Tiki Hut or Shag or whatever the hell it's called. It's awesome. Just a bunch of there's a balloon ski. George Licken balloon ski. That was our VIP night. We were hanging out. It was cool when they brought this over. It had smoke in there. It was a smoky flavored bourbon or something like that. They had like smoke. It had a top on it, and it
so jealous. But
it was cool. So I just take a picture of everybody's hanging
Next
out.
year, if you're sick and you're supposed to go to Legion's Con,
stay home.
Stay home or wear like a gas mask. Or like Just don't get us sick.
As the Punk Drunkers guys over there, they were cool. Just walking through, that was bizarre. That was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. More setup, more things to look at. Dumpster fire stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah, this was the Omega Mart truck. Everything in there. When you go to a Mega Mart, it looks like a shopping mall, like like you would go for grocery shopping, and everything in it is fake. It's all fake stuff. But you got to pay to go in, which sucks. So, but like it's like this was just a truck that they had, casual tomato milk, like well, none of it made sense. It was ridiculous. Energy drink, wake up, please, get conscious. It's crazy. I wanted to go in, but it was expensive. I was like, man, never mind. So they had that at DCON as a promotional item. So that's so cool. You have no idea what's in store for you. Correct. This was cool. These guys are old school toy makers, showing how it's made, where they do the wax and they do the mold. This is all like
that's
vintage 3 3/4 stuff, and like with the the articulation and whatnot, and making the copies was really cool. And then when you have the mixed color in test shots and things.
I mean, that's old school articulation, but in terms of production, NECA was doing it very similarly until recently. Obviously more sophisticated.
Yeah, when you have to
posability,
when you have to sculpt it and make resin copies to send to China, this is what you had to do. But this is, as you can see, armature, clay rough, plaster mold, wax casting, silicone mold, resin hard copy, paint master. It was cool. It was fun talking with these guys. Yeah, it was really cool. More, examples, different kinds of wax, just to show how they rough it out and refine it. It's very cool. For anyone making in the toy biz, this is cool stuff. More examples of a S&M Bosk, I guess. Very cool stuff.
DCON nights.
Yeah, you think so. All the different paraffin, talc, beeswax, carnauba. You would mix different things up to get different waxes. It's very cool. These guys were a trip. They had this little coffee cart in a booth, and they were making free samples of coffee and matcha and stuff like that. And that tall alien guy was just dancing, and these guys were awesome. They were awesome as hell. They were so fun to watch. They would drive around in that, and then this was their booth over here.
Well, that's Marty's table, or Marty's son.
Yes, that was Marty's.
That's Marty's.
And that was
Galaxor.
Yeah, he's a trip. I love him. Just crazy stuff, man. That's me eating. As Cameron would say, I unhinge my jaw and slip into it. I forget how he says it. Something. Slip into it. Whatever it is. Pop Mart. I don't have the Riz that Cameron has. I'm sorry. Pop Marts galore. This is the Mondo guys. There's Attack Peter. Fucking awesome hanging out with him. I got to play with the Ghostbuster toy of what's his name? Peter Venkman. So we were talking about that. The Clayface one over here I got to play with and check out, which is awesome. They have magnetic attachments on there with the back bend coming out and stuff like that. And it's soft and hollow and flexible. So these guys were awesome as hell to hang out with. It's just in front of the DCON. It's our booth.
You can pass all that.
Yeah. We're gonna throw all that. Yeah. These guys were making DCON shirts, and on VIP night they were free, so I got one for Karen Evie. That was fun watching them do it too. The line just went down the hall to get in for VIP night. Crazy trucks and cars in the parking lot. Fresh in and out. Killed it. Awesome art out of the wazoo everywhere. Terracotta. What's his face? What's his name?
Is it Astro Boy?
Yeah, Astro Boy. Yeah.
One thing I wanted from Rokon. Oh,
that's
cool.
what reminded me of the one that you have.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I knew you would, and that's where I got my booby doll.
One thing I would have wanted from Rokon is he has this awesome vinyl 2-pack of Calvin. Whoa!
We ran into Calvin at DCON, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" That's one of our factory guys in China.
But yeah, Rokon has this vinyl 2-pack of Glenn Danzig and Henry Rollins, and it's like from the comic book Henry and Glenn Forever.
Yeah.
But they're in the style of Glenn Danzig's like Astro Boy, and Henry Rollins is Gigantor.
Crazy.
And I just love it.
That's crazy. I thought you might like that chunky trash kitty.
Oh, that's cute.
More kitty stuff. I actually took these pictures for you.
Kitty cats.
Yeah, I meant to send you a picture and say, "Hey, do you want anything?" And it's so chaotic and busy that I
can't anyway.
Yeah.
Laura would be like, "You can't bring any more stuff."
That was the Mondo. This is where they did the raffle that I won the stuff.
I did order that though.
That's freaking awesome as hell.
I did order that that weekend.
You gotta like get a ticket, and then you gotta wait in line, wait for them to call it. And if you're not there, then you lose out. But I won. And there's James Grumman. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
He's a nice guy.
He knows Trevor forever, so we were talking about that, and
yeah, he got Trevor in the biz.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was fun talking to him. And this is Punk Drunker signing our little purses. Look at these down here. Look at these.
That's cool.
They are freaking weird. I love it. I love their stuff. It's so crazy. There's the Superman. I got the Batman one, and that was the other one, the Superman one.
Kind of wish I got the other.
They have a lot of
1,000 Toys collabs that they did.
I know. I saw that.
I think I have like maybe one or two of them
photobombed by the guys that were doing t-shirts.
Who's that? It looks familiar.
All right, I'm not gonna say anything. All right, so we went through this stuff. That was Punk Drunker. Oh, that was Punk Drunkers at which table is that?
I could go to the next one.
Yeah.
What are they serving there?
This was for CB. The Corn Man is here.
Corn Man. Oh, Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yo Gabba Gabba. That's right.
That's.
I had a feeling that would not be your time frame, but
I
only know it because my kids were in that time frame. When I saw him, so I'm standing there. We're in the casino.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jess are talking, and he's talking with like a couple people like 10, 15 feet away, kind of hanging out, right? And I'm just like, I'm looking at Jess, and I'm like, oh my God, Jess, is that what I think it is? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, really, like, you know, no. She's like, uh-huh. And he's sitting there going, yeah, it's me. Like that. And he was so chill and so sweet. And I was like, oh, can I say hi? Can I come say hi? And so he was like, yeah. And he had a white shirt on over the orange jacket. And he takes off the shirt, and he puts the hat on and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool.
He's ready for it.
Yeah. No, he was walking around the whole time. He was there. He always goes to these things, and he just loves it. He seems like the sweetest dude ever. He was so nice and cool and chill, and we were just chit-chatting. So it was fun. These were bananas.
Oh, those are cool.
These were insane. Look at these stupid things.
Those were cool.
Look at Axolotl.
Yeah, that's dope.
Stuff.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, you would have spent
that spider money. Is fucking. That's super dope.
This isn't lunchtime talk.
Sorry.
Look at this. Is that a mole? What is that?
That's how cool I thought it was.
Yeah. Look at this one.
That looks like that's really dope.
Clown. Looks like
the one in the far corner.
Yeah.
Look at dude.
Too. Look at this one.
That's cool. Those are cool. All right.
Insane.
Those are cool.
It's just so much to see on your first outing.
Should have been my first outing too.
Oh, so this is the Punk Drunkers when they were doing the raffle. They had a giant statue on there.
Their raffles are nuts. At 5 Points Fest, it's like you can't even get near that area. That's cool.
Cool as hell.
So I'm guessing you're gonna go to 5 Points Fest this year.
I don't know. I mean, try to. Look at this. Look at everything that's in there. All like different toys and things.
That's cool.
All parts.
Mondo Gecko.
Yeah, Apu.
I love that figure.
Just a ton of stuff in there. Fruit candies. And then this thing was insane. Look at this. Look at the beauty that this thing is. Absolutely bananas.
It's like
accessories, like sandwiches, basketballs.
That's cool.
It's just parts of everything. The giant turtle head. Look at that thing. Little dinosaurs. Like, it's ridiculous. A little yo. I don't know, what is that? A yo-yo or whatever? Arms galore. Look at this. So that was, I guess, whatever. I don't know what it is.
Rap board. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's from what's the name of that? The band, the guy.
MF Doom.
Yeah, MF Doom. Yeah. There's just tons of things. There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
So next year, I'm going to be trying to do I'm going to see if I can do a Punk Drunker DCON D13 figure with them, and then I'm going to do something with Creature Bizarre guys too. This is awesome. This guy went around and got different artists signing it. Like, this is phenomenal. This is awesome. Got Ron English up there. It looks like it says. But like, how crazy is that? Beautiful. This was cool. It was like a virtual interactive spray wall where you use like a spray can, like you would tag up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool watching them do it because you could do like different line, thick and thin, different colors and all that stuff. So that was interesting. It's very cool. I think it's this right here, graffiti. That was one of the things that you had to find. Well, yeah, you had to find these scattered. That was the scavenger hunt. You had to find all those stupid things to get the coin. That I just was like, all right, let's go. I want those. I like the Patrick Daruma. And that was when we got to go in after hours. Nice. So it's cool walking around because there was always a huge line for the bear bricks. It was insane.
I can imagine.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at these wooden ones.
Go down below. I have a small version of that.
I'm not surprised.
Right there. You can see it, the red.
Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have a small version of that Catzilla thing.
Yeah, I'm like, this is something I could not get into because there's too much of it out there. And then Brandon had 13 on there too. So my Creature Bizarre guys repping 13. I love. That was us hanging out. It was Jesse Hernandez, and there's Dave with his big head right there, and there's Kwong. You can tell Kwong because his little curls right there. So yeah, it's James right there, and all just hanging out. Then we're hanging out in the casino. Punk Drunkers were gambling over here. It was fun watching them. Roulette and blackjack were my game. Downstairs in the hotel, there was a restaurant there. Had the most banging breakfast every single time. I got
making me hungry.
So I know I got so many different things, and it was so good. These are freaking. These were one of ones that they were doing in the raffle the second day that I missed because I thought it was at 2:30. It was at 12:30. So that I would have got. I think Marty got one of these. So
that's cool. That's cool.
All hand painted one of ones. George was going crazy over was there's Yo Gabba right there. He worked on that Snake vs. Robot one. So I was chatting with him, and I forget, she came over. We were talking with her about something, but she does like some toy design or something. I can't remember what it was. This is his travel box of paints.
Oh wow!
And the work that he does is insanely gorgeous. He does paintings of toys, and then he does real life stuff too. But like these are both like toys.
That's cool.
Paintings of.
They look like photos.
Like, over there.
His photorealism is great.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. There you go. Melting face. That was cool. And watching him work was great. He was like using these tiny little brushes, like long little brushes. And then there's an alien guy dancing. It was cute. The kid was dancing with him. It was cute. That was Jesse Hernandez signing. Somebody got a bunch of people to tag on there. That was cool. Punk Drunkers right there. That was for the wall kit. And Marty was so happy when I was like, I sent him these pictures, and he goes, "Dude, I can't believe you did it." I was like, "Dude, how can you not take pictures? I know you were so excited about this."
And he takes pictures all the time.
Yeah, he was geeking out with them coming over and checking out his stuff and everything. So next to Gallus figure, we just were walking around, and I've never seen
a curving.
Not only does it curve, it goes down here, goes under, and it comes back and curves back up to here.
Wow!
My mind was blown.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's so cool. Just these places are insane. The buffet was insane. I never need to have a buffet again because I ate so much food that I never wanted to eat again. It was crazy. S'more Station was awesome.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
I know. Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's Palace, yeah. And then this is the last night. We're all hanging out. There's Dave's big head down there. Peter over there.
Man.
Just a bunch of people. And that's
I was home watching Gundam when
So that was a ton of stuff to go through. So there you go. Show's over.
Well, I wanted to do a quick shipping update.
Quick shipping update?
Because we are shipping
There
a
we
bunch of
go.
stuff. Yeah, keeping it old school. So shipping update. I know this is late into the show. We probably lost a lot of people by now.
Hey, 30 people. They'll watch it later.
But we are shipping out Ghost of Christmas Past right now. We are working on the singles. So if you ordered a single, Ghost of Christmas Past, from the time of the drop to about midday yesterday, your order is in the processing stage, which means
processing.
There can be no alterations to it at this point because it is too far along. It quite possibly is packed already.
Pray I don't alter it any further.
Awaiting pickup, or has been picked up by now. I haven't checked in like 2 hours. So yeah, that's where that's at. If you ordered something before the drop, it should be shipped out by now or shipped out soon. But yeah, we're working hard. We're trying to get everything out the door as quick as possible.
Look when she showed up.
We didn't really have anything pre-boxed this time around,
right?
So
it just arrived.
Because there were certain elements that we were waiting on. So
get them out as quick as we can.
We're getting them out as quick as we can. So yeah, if you ordered a single one, good chance it's going to go out hopefully this week. There were a lot of them, so working on that. And that is my shipping update.
So this is what just showed up, just so everybody can see. Bamberg. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, that's pretty wild.
And Ghost of Christmas Past still up, so you can order it now.
That's right.
We're hoping to get everything done so people have them by the holidays.
And
yes, and not shipping related, but you know what? I don't
have a cutscene for that.
Yeah, but just to promote the homies,
keep talking.
For all my Glyos people out there, Toy Pizza is having an event this weekend in Beacon, New York, at the Yard in Beacon. It's called Ultra Clash. It's on Saturday, December 7th. It starts at 6. First band's on at 7. He's gonna have a couple exclusive figures and a lot of UV reactive stuff. I think he's gonna have. So this is his post on Instagram.
That's probably more advertising than he did.
Well, this is a post from his Instagram. So check it out. There's a chance I'm gonna make it. I'm not sure yet. I have to check if I have to go to a holiday party.
Boo! You stink.
So, yeah. So that's my plug.
Okay. And then for anyone inquiring about the Silver Angel Wings, I'm going to look into trying to get a bunch of them made really quickly. Maybe like 20 or 30 or something, and just put them up on the store. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I didn't expect that to happen. So thanks. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad they work with the figure. So yeah, let me see what I can do. I don't know. No guarantees before Christmas. We'll see. I guess it depends on how much it costs to ship it from China, because that's a cost.
Yeah. Try to slip it on a container.
Well, but then it'll show up after Christmas.
That's true.
That's why I'm like, let me see. It does look great, though. Thanks again to Dorklair for discovering that and posting it, because people went cuckoo caca over it. All right. Anything else? I think that's everything. That's a hell of a show, man. Hour and 40 minutes.
Hour and 40 minutes. That's enough show.
Yeah. We
more than enough show.
We bought a lot of stuff and saw a lot of stuff at DCON. So next year, like I said, hopefully Punk Drunkers exclusive crossover with D13 and Creature Bazaar crossover with D13. Fingers crossed. You got it. The D13 Deacon says no problem. All right, guys. Yeah, so Necro is on the water. It is over several containers. It will take time. It is our largest campaign to date.
Because it has the largest tribute.
Because it has the largest tribute known to mankind until the dragon, which is really a tribute to me.
Yeah.
Dragon breath.
Your
No, I'm
ego.
good.
Your ego. That's what it's a tribute to.
Hey man, I've been pushing for that dragon. 2 years I've been pushing. Gotta get in the year of the dragon. That's what I said. That's what I said. And Eric said, well, the end of 2024 is still the year of the dragon, right? I said, yeah. That's basically how it went down. But yeah, so all right. Thanks guys for watching. Thanks, Greg, for morning buttered rolls. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a great time. Keep the faith.
Stay classy.
Rewatch the show. Drink your water. Yeah, thanks. The amazing. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.